Hi everyone, and happy return to the Help Coin. I hope that today is going really well for everyone. You never know, Friday is here. As long as it doesn't rain in the Southwest, tonight's softball playoffs opening round of the quarterfinals at 630 might be a sick day or a day off. Florida last week, it rained all day. Had it been finals and semifinals, I'm hoping to return and hopefully play. I detest these wait times. Every time my team advances to the playoffs, I swear something goes wrong. We even get postponed and canceled for about 2 weeks, during which time the squad is absent due to other commitments. They assumed the playoffs would have begun sooner, but the bad weather forced them to postpone. It's always something, but folks, I'm excited, but I have to wait till like September. You are aware that 3 months, no kickball, no softball. What I'm going to do on Thursdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays is a mystery to me. They're all returning. I think we should talk about this video a lot more. The price of XRP in 2025 will be the primary emphasis. That's the subject of our conversation. That is what we will discuss. We're going to focus on it, but we also have some updates. So let's get started on this without further ado. The value of Bitcoin is $66,481 USD. It is currently at 0.55% during the last 24 hours, according to a theory. I will soon turn 36,612,000. Amazing, arriving at 82% of the way up in. Back at their dollar pegs is XRP, USDT, and USDC. Hey, let's all applaud it and give it a round of 50 cents to 1.43%. It will be amazing to watch. Ooh, are we really coming out of the woodwork yet? No, listen, in 2 to 3 weeks, give or take, we will be able to determine whether we are out of the woods at that point. The markets will either all begin to rise really sharply, or we will witness what we just saw. One more unproductive day, another day of crimson, followed by a few more days of intense fear. Put every word in there, whether it's awkward, tired, or anything else. When all is said and done in 2025, she will have $7 or $10 trillion. The total group of currency mark out to trade significant 36 billion members were going to 4.5 to 5 trillion body, and today she has 7 or 10 trillion. If you haven't gotten yourself, you locks lines. NFT, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, but the month is almost over. Actually, I think there are still 2 elders, 1 male and 1 female. Those are the older boys, 3 apiece, but we had the cartoons from the 1990s. You seem to be crying about Star Wars. You should begin locking down, loading up, and getting ready, because the next XRP payout is at the end of the month, or rather, on the first of the month. Keep in mind that NFT staking is also coming up, but first you need to have a 90s cartoon NFT. Last night I was just sitting around and I was having trouble understanding this. Consensus offered an ICO right in Ethereum. They made a first-time coin offering. For Ethereum to assist in raising capital to finance their enterprise and launch their enterprise security 101 next, Consensus advised people to adopt fictitious names to conceal their identity during the ICO when they were purchasing Ethereum, so that no one could identify the whales or the buyers. All right, he finds nothing objectionable about that, nothing at all. These folks are concealing themselves, so it's almost as if they support that kind of behavior. They don't need to search for them outside. Since this person didn't utilize an identification or anything else, we have no idea who they are, so we're just going to leave it at that. Conversely, Ripple is a company that is currently engaged in litigation with the SEC. Regarding institutional XRP sales, therefore, Ripple is selling to reputable organizations all across the world, such as Bank of America. We are aware of Bank of America's CEO. Every member of the Bank of America board is someone we know. We are aware of the focus on Bank of America. CC file on Bank of America, however, Ripple is selling to these institutions, and for some strange reason, they are still attempting to be punished severely by the SEC. This is not understandable, people. And as the meme coin freezes us initially eased, Dogecoin dealers seem to be shorting tokens. What could we be seeing here is that meme season may be coming to an end, and all that money from the meme tokens is going to come back into the big boys. It says that Doge funding rates are starting to flip negative. Data shows as trade as a move away from riskier assets and low volatility into the broader crypto market. Yes, Bitcoin is your Ethereum. All you have is XRP and Solana's. Launched on Australia's largest stock market, the Van Eck Spot Bitcoin ETF had a 1% increase on its first trade of 99,791 shares. According to the fund's description, this allows Australians to invest in Bitcoin. The US equivalent of the corporation made its debut on Thursday, marking the beginning of trading weeks following the establishment of an exchange, an indication that the nation is now experiencing a global BTC ETF wave. What we are witnessing is precisely what we discussed when discussing the second wave of ETFs, which includes waves 3 and 4 in many nations. Upon joining, you can now observe that Bitcoin ETFs are available in Australia, after which this cryptocurrency governments are being paid by Ripple's partners to implement digital currency issued by central banks. I wanted to show you that James Wall's clip where he discusses how Ripple has a partnership, but I didn't get around to it. I'll show it to you in the next video. with the exception of Antarctica, which I'm not even sure has a government at all. With almost every government in the globe, does anyone actually reside in Antarctica? Isn't it a fantastic question right now? We now know that Ripple is in talks with all 30 of the central banks that were in the works, in addition to the 10 that were revealed. You can see where this is headed, and we always reiterate the notion that dealing with banks is different from dealing with governments. Everything takes a lot longer. That is simply the nature of the beast, and it was also the nature of XRP when we became involved with it. Everything will require a lot more time than it did for XRP to provide, example, bar, a Chainlink, or Solana. They were working with governments and banks, and we were attempting to persuade them to modernize and update their antiquated financial system. Dr. Fen released this. The weekly time frame for the XRP Bitcoin pair shows a reversal, and the RSI's golden cross is verified. It's funny that Bitcoin will start to lose ground to XRP with objectives of 52 to 60 cents and support at 46 cents. He displayed this chart as I had previously shown Keith's chart, which is located on the XRP Bitcoin chart and goes back. Money moved out of Bitcoin and back into XRP each time this thing bottomed out, all the way up to the 17202020221 bull run. 2017 was visible. Since most alternative coins did not even reach their all-time high, you can see that the wild boom that occurred in 2021 didn't really go that high. Nevertheless, there was a boom when this object entered the red zone. Where are we at this moment? All right, let's get right to it. Now that we're getting specific, folks, we're going to witness a rotation of money away from Bitcoin and towards XRP next year, and that's when we're going to see that parabolic blow up top. I believe that's when this is going to really take off next year, marking the beginning of XRP's Bitcoin dominance. We have been preaching about 2025 for a very long time, and I am aware that not everyone agrees with my story. That is not to everyone's liking. I understand that they want it by 2025, but I may be mistaken just as much as you could be. It's possible for two people to be mistaken. Yes, I claim that one person will be incorrect, but as you can see, this is a 50/50 prediction that we make using charts. We thus attempt to back up a bit more information. Here we have a conversation with Keith. We make these things public so that if I'm mistaken, we may exchange the knowledge. You shouldn't be upset with me because that indicates that in 2024, XRP's price increased. What then transpired earlier? If my prediction comes true, though, you won't be sad if nothing significant occurs this year. So where does the price of XRP stand right now? Thus, when this does occur, we'll then forget about the relocation that took place in 2020 and 2021. There won't be another move like this one. This didn't last very long. It has an impact on the whole Bitcoin market. Simply scuff it. This is going to be more of a 2017 push-up. When this eventually blows up, when it does, you know the objective. If we can hold 75 cents by the end of the year and get to 6% XRP dominance, that would put XRP close to the $6 price point. We shall arrive at that point. All right, but when this occurs, which we can anticipate, this parabolic move will be the move that ends all moves. This will be the ultimate blow off top. Obviously, the 2020 all-time high, which is down to 90, will be the first region of resistance that we need to search for. As soon as that breaks, it's time for one last fierce battle, people. That amounts to around 2,800 cents and $3. The all-time high of 2017, they're always the hardest places to overcome, but if we succeed in lowering the all-time high of almost $3 from 2017, our goals are to increase the XRP from $6 to $10. All of this is now possible because XRP broke 75 cents this year. We shatter that so we can ascend there. Now that the 75 cents are shattered, we break them, follow them, and somehow launch an attack. The 2020 bull run goal is expected to reach $90 this year. Our target will significantly grow if we can exceed the $90 mark by the end of this year, just as Bitcoin did before it reached its all-time high. Undoubtedly, a double-digit XRP is in store, and it may even get closer to the $1724 level. When all is said and done, a large portion of the $7 to $10 trillion in cryptocurrencies will rotate into XRP. It's kind of great that